They really kind of hold your hand through through the whole process. They, like once you apply, then you're given your first set of documents that you need, and they send you a checklist, and they'll call and say, hey, how's it going with this? And anytime you get the paperwork, we would scan a copy and send it to them, and they would review it and say, no, you need to have it phrased this way or that way. And so what could be a very overwhelming process, and it is, the paperwork is a lot, but they really kind of narrow it down, and there's a checklist of this is what you need, and this is kind of the time frame that you need it, and this is who you contact to get it. So that was very simple, and anytime I would email my family coordinator, I would get a response within a day.
They were easy to get a hold of if you had questions. They didn't mind how many questions we had. They responded really well, and I mean, we had such a great experience.
The people that we interacted with understood the emotions of adoption and how stressful it can be during the process. So our first view of America World was that they had people in place to walk alongside you during the process who understood the emotions of it, understood how stressful and it could be, as well as they had some really good processes in place to make sure nothing dropped through the cracks. So that was one of the reasons we went with America World.
The people that we encountered during our journey with America World were just exceptional. It's an emotional process. Matt was doing a lot of the paperwork end of it. I was doing a lot of the emotional waiting and anticipating. And America World was great. The people that we interacted with on a regular basis were just as much counselors as they were, helping with the detailed process.
And they were very organized and very helpful in that not only did they help book the airline tickets and made the travel arrangements, they literally had in-country staff that was with us all the time and that picked us up at the airport. And I believe outside of just when we were sleeping, there was someone with us taking us to the different locations that we needed to go to, making sure we were there on time for our embassy appointment. They were wonderful, and I was never concerned of how we were going to get somewhere or how we were going to get back, or really even for safety in any way, because we had an excellent driver and guide / interpreter, and everything was just laid out exactly the way I like it in a very detailed plan.
They had a guide with us every step of the way. The guides were wonderful, very, very fluent in English. And when they were with you, they helped you make sure that you were completely ready for the day. You knew what was coming on the next day.
For me, traveling was a big deal because I have never left the country. So that was very overwhelming, although I was super excited to go to Africa and Ethiopia, meet our son. I was very excited, but I also was a little scared to leave and just to travel that far. When we got there, they were there to meet us at the airport, and they took us right to where we needed to be. And so the in-country staff was amazing. They were with you every step of the way, helping you with whatever you needed.